Now, what I want to know is, what do you think is up with this Shannon McKechnie collapsing like that? What? I hope she's all right, because it...
How could that be, Connor?
No.
What and a good morning to you, too. Now, is that any way to treat an old friend? Hello there. Aren't you going to introduce us?
What the hell are you doing back in town?
Oh, you know, his manners always were the worst. Marcy Lafferty. Link Lafferty's widow. I'm sure you've heard about it. Anyway, to answer your question, I'm here to see that justice is done for my poor Link and our innocent little boy.
It's a bit nippy out here. Can I come in?
Yeah, come on in.
Thank you, darling.
I don't see any evidence of your little boy. Where is he?
At Emma's.
Ah, good. Then we can speak freely. Pas devant l'enfant and all that sort of thing. Or you can listen, because I heard about last night. That was a debacle. You may think that you're pretty good, but, darling, I think you're lucky to have escaped.
Is that what you came here to
talk about? No, I came here to say a simple thing. You know what I'm going to say. What does it take? What does it take? Just tell me. To get you to leave town and get out of Lily's life. Forever.
We have to talk, Lily.
And I'm sorry you wasted a trip. I stayed here last night because I didn't want to talk to you then or now.
And you won't even let me explain?
You can't. What you did was wrong. No matter what went on between you and Holden.
It's what went on between you and Holden that made me angry.
The world turns.
You spied on me? I blew the whistle on your PI, so you decided to follow me around yourself.
No, that's not how it happened.
I don't care how it happened. Just that it happened.
Holden tried to kiss you, damn it. I saw with my own eyes.
But then you also saw me stop him. And you also saw me tell him that I was upset that he showed up at the ball, making a scene.
But that didn't stop him, did it? Nothing stops him. He's obsessed with you. And he doesn't give a damn who knows it. On the contrary, he puts it on public display. Now, how much more humiliation am I supposed to take, Lily? How much? And still call myself your husband and a man. So yes, I took matters into my own hands.
Much more than that. And you know what's so terrifying? You were so consumed with hatred. If Craig hadn't pulled you off Holden, I really think you would have killed him. Can you deny that? I don't want to talk about any of this now. I'm much too angry. Could you please just go? Please.
No. Not until you give me a chance to explain, Lily.
I told you I cannot talk about this right now. Why do you always have to push everything?
Hey. What's the matter?
I've asked Damien to leave and he won't, so I'm gonna leave.
Lily, please.
Damien, Cat, don't! Stop running after her and start listening to her. Okay? Now, my granddaughter came here last night in a hell of a state. She came here so that she could put some distance between the two of you, and I think that's a good idea, and I intend to honor her wishes.
Cal, all I want for Lily is to understand.
Yeah, but if you run after her now, you're gonna drive her farther away. Now, man to man, I can see what kind of a situation that you're in, and I sympathize with you. But the way you're going about this stinks. And that's the way Lily feels about it, too. So I think you better figure out a way to make sure that this never happens again.
If anyone should think, it's better be Holden.
Why do you Why? Why persist? Wouldn't it be better for you if you went elsewhere? Or you could start building up some fresh memories?
No. No, in fact, those memory flashes that I had are the very reason that I think I should stay.
But to what end, darling? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Slay the dragon, get the princess, and... Watch out, the dragon very nearly slayed you. Why go on with it? You're an ambitious guy. Why don't you go out and put your energies into something that could really be productive? I'd be happy to help you with that.
Oh, that's what this is all about. A payoff.
No, it's not. I'm not doing any of that anymore. At the same time, my business is expanding. I've got offices all over the world. I'm in Asia now. You just have to say one phone call, it could be done. Think of what this would mean to your son. The culture, the language,
My son has family here. He has roots. I think that's a heck of a lot more important than being able to order in French.
I was not aware that you were so generous and you had forgiven your family. You do have a little problem with your memory.
Only on some things. But I do happen to remember all your lies, your manipulations, in vivid detail.
I see, darling. Thank you. What about Lily? Do you remember how she felt when you came back and you ignored her? You remember any of that? Tell me something. You suddenly got a few wonderful romantic flashes of Lily and you think that gives you rights? What's the matter with you? Are you so blind? Are you so obsessed?
This is not...
Think about what you're doing to her.
It is not me. It is Damien. Damien happens to be very dangerous.
For God's sake, Holden, why don't you give those two kids a chance?
Sorry, I can't do that.
I think you're incorrigible.
No, just determined.
Yeah, somebody else is determined, too. Watch out. Oh. You got Lily enshrined up there? You're out of control. Ay, ay.
So, you guys live together?
No. No, I live out at the Snyder farm. Marcy, I'm really sorry about what happened to Link, but I gotta tell you, there is no way that Connor killed him. She could never have gone
A
in
word
there
of
with...
advice I wish someone had given me. There's a lot you don't know about Connor Walsh and her brother. Don't make the mistake of trusting them. Believe me, it'll save you a lot of heartache.
Isn't this your day to help out at the hospital, doll?
Yes.
Yes, it is. In fact, I think I'll go get dressed now.
Excuse me?
Sure. It was nice meeting you. A farm girl? You have got to be kidding. I bet Mommy Dearest is pulling her hair out by the roots.
Okay, Mrs. Lafferty, you've done your shock bit. So why don't you get to the point so you can slither on out of here?
Evan, you are still a charmer. Guess Big Sister didn't fill you in, although I can't really blame her. I am just a vivid reminder of the tragedy she has caused to poor Link and our little boy, gunning his daddy down like that in cold blood.
Spare me the dramatics. What are you getting at?
I want simple justice. That's all. I want Connor to confess. It really would be the best thing for everyone, even her. Think of all the guilt she's carrying around and how much better she'll feel when the proper reparations are made.
Reparations?
You know, nothing can make up for what's been done to Link, but at least his son and widow should have what is rightfully ours, Link's estate.
Oh, well, there it is. You really ought to work on the performance, though. The ending stinks.
Funny, Evan, how you didn't jump to Connor's defense the way your little farm girl did. Why is that? Would it be that this whole thing is awfully convenient for you? The perfect revenge for playing errand boy all these years. Oh, Big Sister goes to the big house and baby brother gets a bigger piece of the pie.
Hey, Jess.
Hey, hi, darling.
You don't need to set up shop here. I mean, Greg can take care of things until Shannon's out of the woods, huh?
Oh, that's all right. I prefer to keep busy. And I want to stick around, you know, just in case Duncan needs... Anyway, how is, Shannon? Have you seen Seen her?
No, don't. She can't have any visitors yet. We did talk to Bob, though.
Oh. Any news?
Well, not really. The fever's high and the antibiotics aren't doing anything, at least not as of yet, so.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
I know. I didn't think so either. Especially since the doctors don't know what it is they're dealing with. I noticed that Duncan is running an announcement in the Argus about possible contagion. We're doing the same thing at WOAK. I really hate to alarm people, but we do have a responsibility to keep the public informed, so.
So Mom says that you were here about half the night and Duncan looks really wiped out. How you holding?
Well, shell shock would be like an accurate description, but I'm hanging in there for my daughter and my husband.
And who's hanging in there for you?
Well, we all have our hands full right now, and once we get through this crisis, there are the emotional and legal repercussions to deal with.
Well, I don't know what immigration's going to say when they find out that Shannon snuck into the country with what might be a contagious disease.
Well, there is a chance that the broad-spectrum antibiotic will kick in, but it would be nice to know what kind of an organism we're dealing with.
She's still hallucinating?
Yeah, I have a call into a specialist in tropical disease in Chicago. Hopefully he can put us onto something. Excuse me.
Larry, do you remember, we met a woman when we were down in Montega, Dr. Milner.
I don't know, vaguely. Evelyn or Eileen or...
Evelyn Milner. She was a tropical disease specialist. And she was working on a paper down there. Maybe, I think I still have her address and her phone number somewhere. Maybe I should just give her a call.
Bob, I'm glad I found you.
What's up?
I just noticed something strange on Shannon's arm. Some kind of a bite.
Oh, come on, Mrs. Dixon. Shannon's news. And her collapsing at the benefit was big news. Are you saying that Lucinda's not supposed to cover that at all?
I'm saying that the photograph that you took and the story that went with this stole attention away from the benefit and what it was all about, which is the whole point, wasn't it?
Yes, but I think that the point is made a lot better if the story's a mega story on page 3 instead of being buried in the society pages. If one person sees that photo and gets involved with the charity Place to Call Home, then isn't that what it's all about?
They've got a lot of nerve calling that breakfast. Cream of God knows what.
Here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Open up. One bite you chew.
No. Put it back before it starts to grow, okay? You know, you could make yourself useful. Maybe go out there, try to scrounge up a couple of hotcakes. And
You know, I'm a little concerned about you, Pop. Who are you going to complain to when they kick you out of this place?
Oh, well. Andy and Courtney seem to think they have that all wrapped up, you know.
Well, hey, and a little help from your oldest here.
You think so, huh?
Yeah, you don't?
No, I...
Dad, you up for 2 more visitors?
No, I'm not, Andy.
He says great.
Everybody's a boss here.
Hello, John. I think he had more cake on his face than he did on his plate.
True Dixon. Yeah.
That's the picture of the truck that you gave him. He really loves it.
Ay, golly, you look like you had a wonderful first birthday party.
Yeah, and his daddy's going to be there next year.
So how is he doing? Eating, sleeping all right? Moving to a new place can be quite an experience, even for a young man of this age. New house to get used to, climate, people. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fine. He's very healthy, very happy. So I guess I know now why you dropped the custody suit.
Yeah. Seemed like the thing to do under the circumstances.
And the circumstances now?
Well, I'm about to start chemotherapy, and they tell me that the prognosis is good, and I'm not going to argue with you. What, do you want to look at those again? Go ahead.
I meant what I said about you being a part of his life.
Well, there are certain limitations, you know, such as he's 600 miles away. You bring the crime fighter with you?
Stopping by later. No, those are yours. Those are yours. I may just say.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You gonna be around for a while?
No, no. We have to leave in the morning. He has to. You know, you could have told me the truth. You really could have.
And elicit your pity?
How about support? How about support from someone who genuinely cares about you?
Tiger.
Well, guess we ought to get going.
Gonna go with your mom now, huh?
You ready to go? Okay.
There you go, babe.
Getting so big.
Ida. Hello. I hope that everything's going well in D.C.
Oh, it's fine, fine. We're just here for a quick visit. See how John is doing.
Oh, good. That's nice. All of John's friends and family, and we're all rallying around him this time.
Yeah.
Oh, Ida, since you're here in town, do you think you could you speak to Holden?
About what?
About what? Lily. He's buzzing around her again.
That's good.
Morning.
Very happy with that.
Sorry I'm late.
What happened to you?
It's no big deal. I had a run-in with somebody at the ball last night. I'm fine.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. Listen, I just want to go over my notes with you for my meeting this morning.
Oh, no, with a face like that, I don't think so. Who did this to you? Hello?
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Look, why don't we go over your notes, and I will take this meeting for you, okay?
Good idea.
So, what happened between...
You're a smart guy, Evan. You can figure it out.
Lily? Listen, if you want him off the account, just say the word.
What I'd like now is to forget about Holden Snyder and to start our meeting.
You got it. I'll grab the latest figures and meet you in my office.
Hi, Evan. Is Connor around?
Yes, but she's pretty tied up, actually. And she's really shaky about this grand jury deal, so... Look, just don't start in on the abortion, okay?
Evan, I'm not going to start in about anything, but we do have a few things we need to straighten out.
Boy, I was wrong about you. Maybe Connor found that out, too, and that's why Link was able to push you out. Oh, by the way, Link left yet another legacy. Marcy's back. She crawled out of the woodwork with a bouncing baby boy. Link Lafferty, Jr. What?
I need to get...
Look, I know I may be the last person in the world you want to see, but I'm just asking for a couple of minutes so we can talk.
Actually, there's a meeting that...
Damien's waiting for you.
Well, how are you?
I've been better, and I've been worse.
I rehearsed the whole speech that I was going to say to you. I'm just so very sorry.
Yeah, we've been over all of this already.
Well, not all of it. I didn't know at the time.
Hi. Excuse me. Sorry to barge in, but there was no secretary at the desk
It's
downstairs.
okay. Please, tell me you're here because you've dropped the charges against me.
Sorry, no. I'm here to tell you that the grand jury will not convene this week. That's all I know.
Well, I'm not really sure how to react. I guess I was just kind of hoping to get this over with, one way or another.
Well, there's only one satisfactory way for this to be over. Connor didn't kill Link, and that's the truth.
Well, I'm not batting 1,000 lately with the truth, am I? I don't mean to be rude, but I'm in the middle of an important briefing, so if you'll excuse me.
I'm not excusing what Damien did, but try to see his side of it, Lily. Another man is trying to take away the woman he loves.
You're inside my heart, Lily. So stop running from me. I'll be with you, wherever you go.
Lily! Are you all right? What are you doing here? Are you all right?
What? I came to see John and Shannon.
I just saw John. He just came from his room. I took him a funny magazine. He doesn't look too well. He looks peaky. How is Shannon?
It was very hectic up there, so I'm going to go see her after I see John.
I know everything about last night. I heard it secondhand because Craig came home with blood all over his shirt.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, darling, it was inevitable. It would happen. He's an Italian husband, and Holden's been following you around. Don't let Holden come between whatever you have with Damien.
I don't want to talk about it. Please.
Oh, I miss you so much. I know. I know I have no right to be in your life. I'd watch you, though, from afar, and I see you growing, and I see you making decisions, including decisions not to see me anymore, but I see you, and you gotta be strong, baby. Really. You need to be strong now more than you ever have needed it.
Hey, boss lady.
Hi, cute guy. Ace photographer. You gotta be very proud of this young man.
Oh, so her opinion is supposed to make me feel better.
Why are you making such a big deal about this, huh?
You're scaring me, Andy. You used to care about people, and now you just care about your pictures. It's like you don't feel anything anymore, and I feel like I'm losing part of you.
I don't feel things anymore. I feel things. And you're not losing me. You're not.
Hey, you two.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, what a madhouse downstairs. Ever since this news about Shannon got out, every hypochondriac within 50 miles has flooded the ER.
Huh.
Is that right? Oh, that's great.
What?
Waiting for you to jump down my throat.
What? This is a legitimate public interest story. It's not the same thing at all.
Thanks for the tip.
Thanks.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, what did you find out?
Well, Duncan was right. Shannon definitely has a bite on her upper arm.
It was undetectable when she was admitted, but it's marked and swollen now.
And her breathing is slightly irregular. She has a bluish tinge around her fingernails.
Were you able to get hold of Dr. Milner?
Yes, and I think she's going to be able to help. She's already suggested some other blood tests and some other symptoms that we should be on the alert for.
I'm going to grab some lunch while I can.
See ya.
Listen, you didn't conduct Shannon's examination yourself, did you?
No, Bob did.
Oh, good. Because there's no use taking any extra risk with you and this baby.
Are you kidding? We're exposed to umpteen germs around here every day. Strep, chicken pox.
Honey, those are things that we know about. This thing with Shannon, I mean, this could be some pretty scary stuff.
Hey, you want to talk scary? Do you know what the special is here today? Meatloaf.
Hi.
How are things going?
Well, Dr. Bob confirmed the bite, and so now we just have to see what that all means.
How are you doing? You look pale.
Well, I'm a bit tired. I thought I'd come down, have something to eat, and then go back up. Shannon seems to rest easier when I'm there.
Well, I'm gonna have to leave for a couple of hours. I have some things to do.
Oh, want to have a cup of coffee first?
Yeah. Sure.
Hey! Well, hey!
Oh, good to see you.
How are you?
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
It really means a lot to John.
So tell me something. Who's guarding the democracy while you're here playing hooky?
You were supposed to remind me.
Oh, dear.
No, it's actually my trusty and ambitious young assistant who actually believes he can vault the Washington Monument in a single bound.
Watch out for him.
I am not playing hooky, by the by. I'm here on business, and I could actually use a favor.
Sounds mysterious.
It's done.
Well, I'd be delighted to fill you in at dinner. My treat. Unless you want to do it here. I hear the meatloaf is
Jason, tell
something.
us when and where.
Okay.
All right.
And for your information, this is not a treat.
What the hell are you doing here?
Well, good afternoon to you, too, Mrs. Lafferty. Actually, I was about to have lunch, or try to. How'd you manage to track me down?
Oh, please, all I have to do is follow the ambulances. Listen, you work for me, remember? Do your hustling on your own time.
I see motherhood has not robbed you of your charm. Actually, there's nothing more I can do for you anyway. Not at this point, not until the case is resolved. And if the grand jury fails to indict...
And it
well,
better had.
in that case, I would suggest that you do everything in your power to ensure that the tide of public opinion turns toward you and away from Ms. Walsh. The grieving widow seen all about town, babe in arms, sobbing.
Right back. Hi again. You work here, that's right. Mind if I join you for a sec?
Actually, I'm a volunteer.
Oh, how sweet. Sorry, it's just, I'm a little surprised. You know, you're not Evan's usual type. Ever since I've known him, he's always gone for the heiress type. Not that he's above slumming for obvious reasons, but only until a little princess with a big bank account rolls along. Believe me, I speak from experience. Listen, you look like a sweet kid. Why don't you take a little friendly advice and be careful. The Walsh duo, they're bad news. All right? Enjoy your lunch.
Thelma, I don't wish to be disturbed. Unless, of course, it's someone in my family. Right.
So, have you heard from Royce's twin?
No, I haven't heard. It's too soon anyway. I wouldn't hear. I did have a little fantasy last night that maybe I would take her to the ball, you know, and unmask her in front of her. Of course, we had quite enough excitement as it was.
Yeah. It was quite an evening.
What a mess. How is Shannon?
We don't know.
How are you? Really? Tower of strength for everybody else in town. How are you?
Well, I'm angry.
Okay.
I'm confused.
Oh.
I'm dreading the days to come. Ultimately, somebody. This is a no-win situation for somebody.
Well, that someone is not going to be you. Shannon's got to be made to realize...
Unfortunately, it's not just up to Shannon. It's up to Duncan, too.
Well, in that case, you have nothing to worry about.
I don't know. I'm not sure about anything anymore.
Hey,
Hey,
how you doing?
all right.
Good.
So, did they find anything out?
Not yet, but hang in there. Dr. Milner is one of the best. You know, I've been thinking, if Shannon's fever was caused by an insect, then probably she was bitten aboard that cargo plane.
Wouldn't she have felt it?
Maybe yes, maybe no. One piece of good news is, though, since nobody else seems to have come down with similar symptoms, probably what we're dealing with is not highly contagious.
Well, does that mean that the rest of us that were in contact with her are in the clear?
Well, no, I didn't say that. Although the likelihood is good that the risk is low, unless the contact was more than casual.
Would that include a kiss?
Well, it all depends. The more intimate the kiss, the greater the risk.
Well, we better get going. But listen, when Dr. Rose springs you, I'll take you home. And Courtney and I will take care of you.
Oh, no, hold on, Andrew. Andrew, now wait a minute. I have not agreed to any of this.
Oh, I know, but you don't have a vote.
You know, I really don't think you should turn down their offer of help so quickly. You might be really glad to have it.
They want to move into my apartment. They want to look after me 24 hours a day. Can you imagine living there?
I think it's terrific. They want to be helpful to you.
What they need to have is a life of their own where they don't have to sit like a nursemaid for me. So I wanted this whole thing to be like I was on a vacation, see, and that way nobody would be on anybody's back.
You are scared, aren't you? You're facing chemo and you are scared. Actually, you know, it's probably one of the few times in your life when you have all the right in the world to be crotchety and angry. Except that, you know, you're so much better off than you were a few weeks ago. I mean, at least you know what you're facing. The prognosis, thank God, is very good, and it looks to me as if the worst is behind you.
Well, I suppose that's how you look at it. Depends how you look at it.
Why, you've got another way? Lay it on me.
Well, you know, I gave up a custody fight for my young son because I wasn't sure I was going to be around here to see him when he went to nursery school, and now it turns out that I may be around to see him go to nursery school, only he's 600 miles away.
You mean you'd feel better about this whole thing if you were dying?
No, come on. That isn't what I meant at all.
I know, that's not what you meant. You've made it very clear how you feel to everybody concerned. You know, for whatever it's worth, I think you did the right thing, letting Iva take MJ. Even though you feel it wasn't, it was right for MJ. Now, you've got a son right here who's still working through his own demons, but by golly, he was by your side day after day after day. And I want to tell you, that kid was scared to death for you. I have a feeling that he needs to work through that fear and the feeling of helplessness. You feel so helpless. He wants to contribute to your recovery. I hope to God you're not going to let your regret over one son push the other one away, because the kind of love that Andy gives you does not grow on trees, my friend.
She was a little girl. Callie. That's what I was going to call her. Callie Walsh.
The projections you wanted, Connor. Thanks again for taking that meeting for me. Won't happen again.
Better make damn sure it doesn't.
Evan.
That's all we need is our executives getting in fistfights with our clients. That'd make a snappy headline,
Look,
huh?
I already said that I was sorry.
Well, sorry won't cut it when the company goes down the tube.
Okay, Evan, you made your point. Now cool it. What we definitely don't need is our executives turning on each other.
I'll be in my office if you need me.
All right, I've got a meeting across town with the Delphi people, and then I'm going to call it a night.
It's a good idea. Emily's with the Tidewater folks, so I'll hold down the fort. What's left of it, anyway.
Would you knock it off? You're starting to sound like Mother. I'm sorry. That was below the belt. I didn't mean to say
I
that
know. Go on. Get out of here. Oh, and about the grand jury delay. I think that might work out for the best. Give Hal a little time to come up with something, you know?
Well, I'm not really counting on that either. I'm just taking it one day at a time now. Evan, in case I forgot to tell you, I've really appreciated your support during all this.
Oh, big sister goes to the big house, and baby brother gets a bigger piece of the pie.
I'm going now. Evan, good work today.
Oh, the least we could do for last night. Hey, listen, my offer still stands. If you want holding off the Kingsley Malta account, if you want him gone, period, he's history.
No, I thought about it, and I'm convinced that having me here on the account will work out best for everyone.
Connor?
Cal, it's been a long time.
I'll be damned. I didn't think you'd have the nerve to show your face around here again.
Cal, listen, I know you're not too crazy about me, and I really don't blame you. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of, but I've changed. Having Link's son, being a mother, that's what did it. You know, you always were like a father to Link, and it really would be a shame.
Is this leading someplace?
I need your help. Actually, Link Jr. needs your help.
To do what?
Well, you're part owner of a TV station. I just want a chance to tell my story and ask that justice be done.
Justice? What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, come on, Cal. I know what Connor did to you, what she did to Link. Together, we could make sure that she doesn't get away with it. Or, heaven forbid, profit from it. Now, I can't bring back little Link's daddy, but at least help me see that my child gets what he's entitled to. His father's estate.
You know, you're right, Marcy. You have changed. You're an even bigger hustler now than you were before. Just for the record, Connor doesn't give a damn about the money in that estate. But I will bet you $1 to a donut that if you get your little greedy hands on it, Link Lafferty Jr. will never see one red cent.
You are wrong, Cal. You really are. You don't know what it was like. When I left here, everywhere I went, doors slammed in my face trying to get a job, thanks to Lucinda Walsh. There were times Link Jr. and I were so desperate,
Oh, turn off the waterworks. I'm not buying it. Excuse me, Marcy.
Well, looks like everyone's got your number. So, why don't you take a hike?
No way. And I suggest you get used to it. You're gonna see me everywhere until your big sister rots in jail and I get my money.
I'll see you in hell first.
So you're absolutely sure?
More to the point, Dr. Milner is absolutely sure. It's called Cosgrave's fever. It was first discovered in the Zambezi region of Africa. And it is a virus, and it is caused by a spider bite.
One of the good things is it's very rarely contagious.
Well, that's a relief. So, what now?
Well, the fact that it's viral, there's not much we can do except let it run its course.
And how long will that take?
There's really no way to know.
What aren't you telling me?
Well, in some cases, it can be fatal.
Well, what a lot of work. What a big success you made of a place to call home. It's just fair. Aren't I always telling you we make a heck of a team?
Yes, we do.
Duncan, I'll see you later.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, Craig, what do you want? What? He's there at the house? Mr. Markham? Well, keep him there. Don't let him get away. You're rehired, darling. You were never really fired. For heaven's sake, don't you do anything. Don't you say anything. Not until I get there.
I just wish you were staying longer. I really missed you.
Me too. I saw Lucinda today.
Yes? And did she say anything?
Why don't we have tea and we'll talk about it?
Okay. How are you?
Okay. I'm just here to see Dr. Hughes. Got this cut above my eye. You? You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Is he here? Dr. Hughes.
No, he was before.
Well, I better go find him.
Children's Clothes by Good Lad of Philadelphia. Furs by Christie Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.